Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everybody. This has always been one of the best parts of my job and one I'm going to miss a lot. Tonight we recognize and honor the contributions and accomplishments of our members and welcome and swear in a new police officer. So we have a lot to do. We do this ceremony at the City Council meeting on purpose because the police cannot and should not be separated from the community they serve. We are happy to be here and continue to greatly value the support of our City Council, Administrator Oppenheimer, our city colleagues, and the entire Sun Prairie community. I would like to offer a warm welcome to all the loved ones here, and there's many of them, of those we celebrate tonight, and also our police department family. Your presence here makes this more special, and I very much appreciate it. It's always appropriate that we open the ceremony with the honor guard. Our honor guard represents the nobility of policing and the pride we take in our chosen profession. I would now ask that the members of the Sun Prairie Police and Fire Commission please join the mayor and I. Some quick introductions of our commissioners. Commissioner Bob Canfield, Commissioner Angelica Gulbis, Commissioner Jeannie Gerb, and Commissioner Harold Rayford. Thank you for being here. Our first order of business tonight is to recognize and honor the contributions and accomplishments of our members. Our Officer and Employee of the Year awards originate from peer nomination and a review process that empowers our department members to take part in the process, be leaders in the process, and be part of the selection. Now it is my privilege to introduce our 2018 award recipients. And we'll start with our Officer of the Year, Chris Peterson. The Officer of the Year Award recognizes a sworn officer who consistently performs at a high level and who excels at teamwork to help the department achieve its mission. The award is in the form of a certificate and commendation bar. Chris has been with our department for 10 years and is currently serving as a district liaison officer on the far east side of town. Chris combines a strong work ethic with a consistent positive attitude. Being that Chris is a district liaison officer, I have a lot of direct contact with him, and every time we talk about a community concern, I get the same response. And that response is, "Don't worry, I'm on it." And the really cool part is, he means it, and he gets results. Chris is the senior member of the District Liaison Officer Program and a mentor to his teammates on how to put our mission statement of building relationships and solving problems into practice on a daily basis. I routinely hear from community members, elected officials, department members, pretty much anyone I run into about how much they appreciate working with Chris. And I do too. Chris, congratulations. Thank you.
Present you with your certificate. Welcome.
You're welcome to hang out with us, Chris. Oh, Chris. Please shake hands. Our next award is for our Employee of the Year. And I would ask that Records Administrative Assistant Sarah Helling please join us. Similar to the Officer of the Year, our Employee of the Year award recognizes a department member who consistently performs at a high level and who excels at teamwork to help the department achieve its mission. The award is in the form of a certificate. Sarah has been with us for just about 10 years. During that time, Sarah has distinguished herself as a dedicated and competent department member who contributes to our success on a daily basis. Sarah's work product is second to none due to her incredible strong attention to detail. She is one of my go-to people for proofreading and hasn't quite learned to walk the other way when she sees me coming. Sarah's consistently reliable performance is further complemented by her friendly, helpful, and patient approach to both our staff and our customers. She makes our department a more enjoyable place and contributes to our positive and productive community relation on every day she comes to work. And Sarah is gifted with a great sense of humor, and I really appreciate that. Sarah, congratulations. Thank you. Our next set of awards are the Chiefs Awards, and I would ask the following individuals to please join us. Officer Tyler Hetrick, Officer Jason Lingle, Officer Nolan Picard, Officer Brandon Reichstedt, Community Service Officer Cody Ennis, Dispatcher Stephanie Immel, and Steph, thanks for coming back. Steph was with us as a dispatcher and is now with the county. And Sergeant Ray Thompson. The Chief's Award is given at the discretion of the Chief to a department member for an outstanding contribution to the department. The award is in the form of a certificate and commendation bar. As we all know, on July 10th of last year, downtown Sun Prairie experienced a gas leak and subsequent explosion that resulted in the loss of life, varying degree of injuries, and considerable public and private property damage. This group of individuals were on duty at the time and provided direct assistance to those in harm's way both before and immediately following the explosion. We will never know how many lives were saved, but we do know that about 250 people were evacuated from the immediate area prior to the explosion. Helping others put the officers in the way of the same harm. Fortunately, the most serious injury in this group was Ray's broken arm. Ray tried to hide that broken arm for a while, not wanting to leave the scene, but once we caught up with him, he finally left because he was ordered to do so by Lieutenant Konopacki. I would also like to specifically mention Steph's dispatching performance. Just in a few words, incredible. She provided a calming, steady, and professional influence on what is hopefully a once-in-a-career response. If you listen to Steph's radio traffic during this incident when she was working alone in our dispatch center, just outstanding, and the radio traffic can and will be used as a training tool for years to come. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations. Now I'll turn things over to Ray, who would like to say a few words.
I'm going to say a few words real quick, Mayor, if it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take it over.
So first of all, I want to thank the chiefs for recognizing all of us. It's a huge honor to be recognized like this. But first of all, I really want to recognize these guys as officers. Norm right here has 5 years and everybody else has under 2 years. So how they performed that day and what they did out there on that scene is just amazing. And I'm really grateful for what you guys did. You guys got a lot of people out of there and you guys acted far beyond your years of experience. I'm incredibly honored to work with you guys. There's also a lot of other people in this room that were there with us that day. I don't think it would be appropriate for us not to acknowledge them or recognize them. So when we first got there, we were joined with our brothers and sisters from the fire department, Assistant Chief Clevin, Captain Barr, Firefighter Walsh, Firefighter Lloyd, Firefighter Kim, Firefighter Pavel, and Firefighter Kim twice, sorry. And we cleared the area with these guys and as a team. Once the explosion happened, we had many more additional police units that came. Many of them were off duty. Detective Messenger, Officer Waldinger, Chief Anhalt, Assistant Chief Teasdale, Lieutenant Konopacki, Sergeant Lingle, CSO Johnson, Officer Waldera, and Cane Officer Klein all came. Like I said, many of them off duty. But it wasn't just police units that came to our aid, along with firefighters. EMS staff came immediately along with Chief Goff. We were joined by Public Works members. Director Lee Heigl was there, and so was Joe Seltzer, along with many other staff members that I probably can't mention, and then Building Inspector Brian Flannery. There are many more people that are there that I haven't mentioned, but we want to recognize all these officers, because they too were the ones that were responsible for the successful outcome here. And then finally, there's one more person that I want to recognize. I think all of us recognize that often luck isn't something that works. It's practice and preparing for these incidents that make us successful. So there's one person that I think deserves more credit than he's been willing to take. It gives me chills to think back to multiple different times that Chief Garrison drilled with us as the police supervisors and the rest of the police department to prepare us for such an incident. He talked to us about the importance of maintaining that we're safe and working together. It's this preparation with Chief Garrison that made us successful. And I believe it was the direct result you saw that day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. Well said. To close out our award ceremony, I wish to announce military service, life-saving, and continuous service awards that were marked throughout this last year. Military service awards were presented to Brittany Lowry, Nate Walker, Jason Lingo, and Freddie Garcia. Life-saving awards were presented to Brian Waldera, Mackenzie Miller, on 2 different occasions, Tyler Hetrick, Ben Klein, and Adam Haji. Continuous service awards for 5 years, Tommy Foy, Michelle Schultz, and Nick Hagan. 10 years, Dan Enger, Chris Peterson, Kathy Messenger, Ryan Cox, Ray Thompson, and Brandon Lingle. 15 years, Christine Pitts and Jason Lefevre. 20 years, Zach Bowling, Damian Verhalen, and Jamie Peterson. I wish to congratulate and thank each of our honorees for their considerable and commendable contributions to our department, our community, and our profession. I'm proud of you and your work. Now, we're moving on to the second part of our evening here. And our second order of business is to welcome and swear in Officer Nate Hoffmann. Nate, would you please join us and bring along the person that's doing your fitting? A little bit about Nate. Nate grew up in Sun Prairie and graduated from high school here. He earned a bachelor's degree in business administration and marketing from Tennessee State University and an associate's degree from Madison College. Nate is an accomplished baseball player, having played at the NCAA Division I and the professional level. He is a small business owner and has considerable volunteer experience. Nate graduated from Madison College's Police Recruit Academy in December and is currently in our in-house field training program. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to ask Nate to introduce his dad. We'll do the oath with the city clerk and then the badge fitting. Nate?
At this time, I'd like to introduce my dad, Al Hoffmann. To pin on my badge for me. He's always been my biggest fan, biggest supporter. I don't think I tell him this often, but I always admired his service to our country. He served in the United States Navy from 81 to 87, and then also served the community of Sun Prairie as a city councilman a few years back. And so it's a big reason why I wanted to be a police officer, to serve my community and give back. And so at this time, I'd like to have my dad pin on my badge.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nate Hoffmann,
Have been appointed
have been appointed
to the office of police officer.
to the office of police officer.
Swear that I will support
Swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin
and the Charter of the City of Sun Prairie,
and the Charter of the City of Sun Prairie,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of said office
the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Nate. I have all the confidence you will serve this community and this department with honor and distinction. And I'm so glad I got to share a small portion of my career with what I hope will be a long, safe, successful, and rewarding career. I'll have to tell him again.